Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Purdue's offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And the Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
Right. It's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you want it to open up. It isn't how you want it to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his target down the middle.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
That completion leaves us with 2nd and medium. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy, but he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They're getting this guy lathered up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slip it through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and he's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Carr. It's complete! And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And this offense is still early in the down, 2nd and goal. They could still run it. They go with the pass. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing it immediately, getting the football out of his hands, seeing his wide receiver open, getting the big touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Illinois right back to the line. To throw, it's Altmaier. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And that's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Looking for space, it's McCovey. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. On 3rd down after that last run. It's a draw. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. And the Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to get it through the air. They're bringing heat. Takes the easy one to the back. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's going. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the ground with the back. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Phyllis, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. but really this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Got his man on the right. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. He'll keep it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding this next QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. They got that somewhere.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Card. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He wants to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score. And let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end. He wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Boilermakers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we've got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter, giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a line.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third, and it's caught! Touchdown, Boilermakers! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Illinois lining up quickly. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanders. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Franklin. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Illini. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Card. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught on the outside, it's Brown. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. This offense has a 2nd down play. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, you run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Shoots it to the left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. With the catch, it's Sanders. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. 45 seconds left to go, and the whole thing pretty much comes down to this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.